after that, man, these names, Matthew Good, guitar and backline tech stage manager. So this is 2011 to 2014, and then again in 2016, and then in 2018. So I have a quote from Matthew Good to end all quotes. Like I want this on my tombstone if he was talking about me. Matthew Good says, he's the best, period. That's what he gave me. That's like the ultimate to the point, like most solid quote ever. He's the best, period. Matthew Good. There you go.
Matt's, I would have a hard time not standing behind Matt Good. You know, I know there's been some stuff in the press and some stuff that I'm sure he's not super proud of having done or been through. That guy's got a solid gold heart at the end of the day. We had a great working relationship. I'm never really going to be able to speak to you about what guys' private lives are like, because it's always something I've always tried to stay out of, and I've tried to keep it light, keep it within, the scope of the business and what we need to be doing. And, I've seen that guy stand up for people and do things for people that, I don't think many people would. We were in Oshawa playing at he was playing at the Regent Theater, and this was on the first record that I worked with him. And we had a keyboard player, a fellow by the name of Anthony Wright, who's an amazing, talented, unbelievable musician. I think he's from Virginia. He's an African American organist, keyboard player, saxophonist from Virginia, and we were doing a load in Oshawa, and they have there's usually like a little catering spread with like sandwiches or whatnot. And Tony rolled off the bus and grabbed a sandwich, which he has every right to do. And some dude starts chirping at him, and making some pretty obvious racial remarks. And Anthony is a big-hearted, soft guy who's full of class, and he's probably lived his whole life dealing with that kind of stuff. So, he kind of shrugged his shoulders and just went back to the bus and went back to sleep. Matt caught wind of it and absolutely freaked out. Came steaming into the venue, stopped the whole load in, stopped everything, and went up one side and down of the entire local crew. Said, I don't care which one of you it was. The fact that any one of you people let this happen is enough. If anybody says anything like that again, pardon my language, I'll kick the shit out of every fucking one of you. And he's actually a pretty big guy. Like, you know what I mean? And, that's a guy you want to work with, a guy who's going to who has your back. It's unfortunate for him that, parts of his private life have come out, and, I'm sure he doesn't feel great about some of the things that have happened. And, that's not my place to say. But professionally speaking, a great guy to work with.
Yeah, this is at least, I don't know, at least 12 years ago. At some point earlier on during his solo career, I saw him in Montreal, and I think it was at the Metropolis, and he was amazing, man. He was so good, man. His discography, like between the Matthew Good Band and Matthew Good, there's a ton of albums there. There's so many great songs, and man, he's a true Canadian talent there.
My time with him, above the board, he was a great guy to work for.